All right, guys. This is going to be Chapter 13, Forensic Entomology. I'm simply going to go through this again, but I'm going to add some more details, and we're going to do just this as a quick review. Please remember that when you are done with Chapter 13, Chapter 15, and Chapter 16 videos, please answer the questions that will be posted in Classroom. They will be in a Google Docs form, or a Google form, and you need to answer all of those questions. All right, so I'm going to get going here. All right, so again, we just want to remember that insects play a big role in decomposition, and we're going to learn about postmortem interval, how we estimated life cycles of insects, and how variables can affect those experiments. When you're dealing with insects in the real world, variables are going to happen all the time. So we're going to talk about the different types of insects that are associated with forensic entomology, the relationship between insects and when they show up at different stages of death. We're not going to perform experiments that forensic entomologists do because, again, we're doing this from home, and it's just not feasible. We're going to talk about estimate time of death, which we have already done. We won't be rearing flies from pupa to adults. Again, feasibility. And we're going to talk about different variables that can affect how we determine time of death. All right, so taxonomy. If you guys remember, before we went on break, taxonomy is a classification of way things are ordered. Okay, this was started, and I'm referring to my notes here. Okay, Carl Linnaeus started this a long time ago, and he came up with a system to organize things that they could be easily classified. Okay, and it's applicable to different things. So a kingdom being the broadest category, I'm going to see if we can zoom in here. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but the kingdom is the biggest and the broadest category, followed by phylum, class, order. Now let's see, maybe we can try this. There we go. Got kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. And species being the most specific. All right, in forensics, the two main orders that we're going to be dealing with are flies and beetles. All right, and the way we would do that in the taxonomy is they would both be in kingdom Animalia. They would be in phylum Arthropoda. They would be in the class Insecta. And for flies, the order is Diptera or Diptera. And for beetles, it's Coleoptera. All right. Entomology is the study of insects, and forensic entomology is using insects and other arthropods in a legal setting. Okay, so that could be in one of three areas. It could be insect damage to structures. It could be infesting foodstuffs, food contamination by insects, or it can be ones that are present on a body after body's dead. Okay, and that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on in this particular chapter. All right, there are three stages of death. There are many stages of death. All right, first one being initial and fresh decay or autolysis. This is 0 to 4 days. Everything looks normal on the outside, but there is decomposition going on internally. Okay, in putrefaction or the bloating stage, the gases that are produced from the bacteria breaking everything down on the inside causes the body to swell, and there is an odor at this point. This can be 4 to 10 days, depending on environmental circumstances. Black putrefaction is where the body's going to split in certain areas. The skin's going to split, and that's because the gas buildup has caused weakened areas, and they're going to split like that. Gases are going to escape. The body's going to start collapsing. Everything's going to be black, and it's going to be really, really strong odor. Okay, so this is about 10 to 20 days. Butyric fermentation, cadaver starting to dry out. Yeah, there's a cheesy odor from butyric acid. That's 20 to 50 days. And then the dried decay stage, or what we call diagenesis. The cadaver is almost dry. It may mummify, and this can be anywhere from 50 days to 365.